Hey everybody, welcome back to Sovereign Money. I'm your host, Mike. In part one of this series, link up here, I showed you how to buy your very first Bitcoin on Swan Bitcoin. Oh, don't forget, if you do sign up for Swan Bitcoin, use the link below in the description and you'll get $10 of free Bitcoin. In today's video, we're going to switch gears a little bit and introduce Coinbase. I'm also going to walk you through the process of buying Bitcoin on this powerful exchange. Of course, don't take any opinions I express on here as financial advice. I am not an accountant or a financial advisor. You can and should do whatever you want with your money. After all, I'm just a random guy on YouTube. Before we start, I need to explain a little bit about privacy and centralized exchanges. A centralized cryptocurrency exchange is managed and owned by a single entity. They usually have a headquarters and a management team. And if it's a public company like Coinbase, they'll have a balance sheet, P&L, and shareholders. They operate like a bank, and as such, you don't have any privacy. You need to go through rigorous KYC and AML processes just to open an account and use their platform. That way, they can track everything you're doing. They track your deposits, they track your withdrawals, and they track all of your purchases and sales. They can even close your account anytime they want to, and you have no way to stop it. Scary, huh? So why would anyone use a centralized exchange if they're so scary? Well, it's simple. Convenience. They make it easy to withdraw and deposit fiat currencies. The interface is simple and intuitive once you get the hang of it. They have a great mobile app. Some of them even have a credit or debit card associated with your crypto account. They also have a great support team, which is available 24/7. I've only used the support at Coinbase one time, and I had a fantastic experience. Decentralized exchange alternatives do exist, but that's a topic for another video. So if you want to ease into Bitcoin, Swan Bitcoin is probably your best bet. But if you're ready to level up, Coinbase can take your crypto game to the next level. Coinbase offers 240 different crypto assets for trade, and they're adding more every month. They manage over $114 billion and have over 3,400 employees. And for seasoned investors, they have an advanced trading platform. Coinbase offers a crypto debit card and a secure vault to store your crypto in the exchange. As you can see, they have a lot to offer. Now, the fees on Coinbase seem reasonable at first glance. They charge a transaction fee and a spread on the sale price of the asset. The spreads differ by asset, and the fees range from 0% to 0.6% depending on the pricing tier that you're in. Not bad. In practice, however, the fees can be very high, particularly when you place a simple buy order with a small amount of money. We'll see in a minute. You'll see the fees and spreads up front before you place your buy order. If you'd like to avoid the high fees, you can either use Swan Bitcoin like we talked about in the previous video, or the advanced trade section of Coinbase. Just remember, the advanced trading section is not for beginners. All right, let's dive in. As you can see on the screen here, this is the homepage of Coinbase, coinbase.com, not too complicated. And in order to open an account, you click on the sign up button, choose your account type, individual, get started, and you fill out this form and register for your free account. And I'll see you on the inside. So this is the home page that you'll see when you sign in, except you won't have a balance, most likely. And there's a watch list underneath here, which includes some of the assets that you've favorited by clicking on the star. So if you search for an asset like Bitcoin and you want to add this to your favorite, you click this little star up here, and that adds it to your favorites list. So when you sign into Coinbase, you can check the prices of your favorite assets really easily. And on the top is a graph of your balance over time. On the right-hand side here is the top movers for the day, and then some news stories down here. Let's look at some other areas. In My Assets, it's just simply a list of the cryptocurrencies you own and a more detailed look at your balance. Under the Trade tab, this is where you select an asset that you'd like to buy. We'll go through that in a few minutes. And then you press the buy button. Pretty simple. And once you buy some crypto, you can leave it on Coinbase if you want to. I don't recommend you do that. But if you leave it on Coinbase, some assets you can leave and earn interest on. It's called staking. The staking levels vary from 2% to 5%, and it's sort of like earning interest on money in a bank. By the way, as far as FDIC insurance and SIPC insurance in the US, US dollars hosted on Coinbase, if you load US dollars into Coinbase through your bank account, those dollars are insured up to $250,000. Once you convert them to USDC, for instance, which is a stable coin, and you'd like to earn some interest on it, you do not earn interest on your US dollars. But if you convert them to USDC, you will earn 5.1%, which is pretty good. The USDC is not insured. It is, however, guaranteed to be tradable for US dollar 1-for-1 whenever you want. Now, I don't know what that guarantee means. All right, let's get back to it. We talked about the earn area. This learning rewards is where you can take little courses and earn free crypto. The Web3 area are links to different applications that are available that you can earn crypto on. And the card section is pretty cool. This is a Visa debit card by Coinbase where you can use it locally or internationally. There are no international transaction fees, and you can spend US dollars or USDC or Bitcoin or whatever crypto you own, and in the process, earn crypto back. So it's like cash back type of thing. And in my case, I'm earning 0.5% of all my purchases back in Bitcoin, and I'm paying with USDC. So whatever assets you have, you can pay with that. But I chose to pay with USDC and earn some Bitcoin in the process. Now, here's something really interesting. I bought a Tangent wallet, and I'll show you that in a future video, and my card somehow got compromised. A charge from a company in India came in and was declined by Coinbase, and I got a notice on my phone, and I went into Coinbase and locked the card immediately. Then another charge came in, and another charge came in, both of which were declined because the card was locked. And it was as simple as clicking a switch, and you press lock card, and my physical card has shipped. So that should be coming soon. So I have this Coinbase card, and I really like it. Now, under the more section here, there's an advanced trading section. I'll show you in a second. A section where you can set up recurring buys, and those recurring buys would occur on whatever schedule you want. You can do daily, weekly, 1st and 15th. Or monthly, and that's kind of nice. You can set it and forget it. Or you can sign up for Coinbase One. They have a monthly program called Coinbase One where you pay $30 a month, approximately. I think it's $29.99. Let's see. Yes, $29.99 a month. And the first month is free, and you don't pay any trading fees. But they do charge a spread. And while there's no fees for the transaction, the spread between the actual price of the asset you're buying and the price you pay can be pretty significant. I'll show you that in a second. And so let's take a look at the advanced trade section. So this is the advanced trade section. Now, I said earlier that if you want to save on fees, you can use the advanced trade on Coinbase. I use the advanced trade on Coinbase when I make purchases and sales generally, but it is quite intimidating and it takes a while to get used to. So I'm not going to go through this in this video, but just know that it's there, and you can really decrease your transaction fees down to about 0.2% or even 0.1%, depending on the dollar amount that you're dealing with. So that's an option. Coinbase does have a feature called the Vault, where you can put some of your assets in cold storage, so to speak, and they'll lock them away for you and keep them super safe. Let's take a look at that. So I happen to have some Bitcoin on here. So we'll click Bitcoin. So you click the primary balance, which is actually a button. Took me forever to figure that out. This area, which is turning gray, is a button. So you click that. And then up here, you'll see there's a section called Vault. So if you click that, you can add to your vault by clicking this button over here. And you can look up the vault details, and you can delete your vault if you want to. Add to vault. You can put all of the Bitcoin you have in there, and they take it away and put it in cold storage. The advantages of putting your crypto in a vault is it's super safe. It's offline, it's in cold storage, and Coinbase is keeping it super safe. But if you want to trade it or sell it at some point, you can pull it out of the vault, but it takes 48 hours for them to retrieve it from the vault. So keep that in mind. But that's an option if you want to keep your cryptocurrency on an exchange. Again, I don't recommend you keep any cryptocurrency on an exchange because they can lock you out of your account anytime they want. And there's a possibility that Coinbase may go belly up. All right, now let's figure out how we're going to buy some Bitcoin. So let's go back to the home screen, and we'll press the trade button up here. Pretty simple. One-time order, Do we want to buy, sell, or convert? We want to buy. And we're going to put a dollar amount in here. I'm going to put $25, and I'll show you something with the fees here in a second. We're going to buy Bitcoin. This is where you choose the asset you're going to buy. And if I didn't mention it earlier, there are 240 assets listed on Coinbase. I think I mentioned that earlier. So I'm going to choose Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, pay with, you can pay with your USD that you have on the exchange, or you can pay with a credit card or a direct withdrawal from the bank or any USDC that you have on the exchange. Now, USD and USDC are equivalent. $1 of USD equals $1 of USDC. The reason I don't have any USD and I have USDC is because I'm earning 5.1% interest on the USDC that I'm holding on the exchange. So we're going to use USDC, and we're going to press preview buy. And let's take a look here. The actual price of Bitcoin currently is $43,000. So there is a $500 spread, which represents a 1.1% spread in the price. So that's kind of a fee, actually, right? So there's 1.1% you're paying extra by paying a higher fee than the actual price of Bitcoin. And on top of that, they're charging a $1.49 fee. And I'll do a quick calculation. Okay, so they're charging you 1.16% spread fee on this price here, and they're charging you a nearly 6% exchange fee. So over 7% fees for a $25 purchase on Coinbase. It's crazy. I'm actually not going to buy it because I don't want to pay 7% fees. And the reason they're so high is because the dollar amount is really small. And of course, the spread is built in. So the 1.16% fee is the spread. And then in this case, for such a small amount, it's a 6% fee for the purchase. Okay, so let's try some different values and see what other fees we can come up with. So let's try 100, and we'll check the fees on that. So again, we've got our 1.16% spread fee, and we've got a 3% fee, which is half of the fee we were going to pay earlier. And again, I'm not going to press this. I'm not going to buy this because I don't want to pay those fees. Now, on the previous video, I talked about Swan Bitcoin. They have a flat 1% fee, and they say they don't charge a spread. There was a little spread, but it was very small. So if you're going to be making regular purchases of small amounts, stick with Swan. That would be my recommendation. Not financial advice, of course. And I can't make a purchase of anything higher than $167, but let's try 65. Yes, $165. Let's see what the fees are there. Again, only a $3 fee, so less than 3% now. And again, there's the spread. Okay, so you have to be careful of those things. Either you just make weekly contributions to your amount that you're holding on Coinbase, and then maybe a monthly purchase in a larger amount to keep the fees smaller, or you can use the advanced trade area once you learn how to do that, or you might want to stick with Swan to avoid those fees. So that was the review of Coinbase.com. I think it's a fantastic trading platform, but you really have to be careful about fees. I hope you enjoyed the review of Coinbase. Now, don't forget, watch those fees. You might want to make daily or weekly contributions until your assets get to a certain level, and then make one large purchase every month or 2 months or 6 months, something like that. Or if you want to make regular contributions and forget about it, look at Swan Bitcoin. The link is down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.